My wife forced me into an open marriage. Now that I've started dating someone else, she wants to add more rules. 2.5 years ago, my wife Sarah dropped a nuke over morning coffee. I want an open marriage, she said, not even looking up from her phone. Either we do this or we get divorced. I nearly choked on my cereal. We have 2 young kids, and divorce sounded like a nightmare. After a week of thinking, I agreed, but only with strict rules. No mutual friends, no bringing dates to our house, and we keep everything private. For the next 2 years, Sarah thrived while I buried myself in work. I was pulling 74-hour weeks, coming home exhausted just to hear her humming in the shower after her dates. I moved to the guest room because the thought of her with other men, then sleeping next to me, made me physically ill. Our marriage became purely transactional. We were roommates raising kids together, nothing more. Sarah would leave for her adventures while I helped with homework and made dinner. I didn't even try dating. This past summer, everything changed. I finally hit every financial goal I'd set. Both kids had fully funded college accounts. Our house was paid off, 0 debt. I did the math and realized I could cut my work hours from 74 to just 30 per week. Sarah's reaction was immediate. Perfect! Now we can buy that bigger house I've been wanting, and I saw this BMW. Absolutely not, I said. I'm not going back into debt. She looked at me like I'd grown a second head. For years, I'd been the workaholic provider while she played. I spent that summer transforming myself, renovated our basement into an amazing man cave with a home theater and bar, started hitting the gym daily, joined a recreational basketball league, took my oldest son on a cross-country road trip. For the first time in years, I felt alive. Then I decided to actually try dating. I'm not a casual hookup guy. I need connection, friendship, shared interests. After a few mediocre dates, I met Jane at a coffee shop. She was reading the same graphic novel I had in my bag. Jane was incredible. We'd spend hours at art galleries, go to concerts, binge-watch sci-fi shows, and debate philosophy over wine. The chemistry was electric, but more than that, she genuinely cared about my thoughts and dreams. With her, I remembered who I used to be before I became just Sarah's wallet and the kid's driver. That's when Sarah started getting weird. So who is this Jane person? She'd ask casually while folding laundry. Not discussing it, I'd reply, just like she'd done for 2 years. Come on, I just want to know, remember when I asked about your dates? You said it was none of my business. Same rules apply. Her casual questions became persistent prodding. She'd make comments about my new clothes, my gym routine, how happy I seemed. The woman who'd barely acknowledged my existence for 2 years was suddenly very interested in my life. Last week, I caught her red-handed going through my phone while I was in the shower. She was scrolling through my messages with Jane, reading our inside jokes and sweet texts. What the hell are you doing? I demanded. I was just, your phone buzzed and you were snooping through my private conversations. We had the biggest fight we'd had in years. She accused me of flaunting my relationship, of changing the dynamic of our arrangement. I reminded her that I'd followed every single rule she'd set while she'd paraded around like a free woman. Yesterday, she cornered me in the kitchen with a serious expression. We need to talk about updating our arrangement, she announced. I think we need new boundaries about how serious these relationships can get. I actually laughed out loud. Let me guess, now that I'm happy, you want to add restrictions? It's not about that. Sarah, you got exactly what you asked for, an open marriage. You just never thought I'd actually use the open part. I just think we should discuss. No, I said, grabbing my keys to meet Jane for dinner. You made your choice. Now you get to live with it.